Next, winning a nation. In 30 days or less, as a leader provides the needs of its people, the people become a nation of leaders, providing for themselves and other nations. To truly win an election, you must make winners of those who elect you. Arthur Van Thompson. How to win the hearts and minds of a people. A government that promotes the understanding of entrepreneurship throughout the nation will build a nation of employers seeking to employ, not a nation of the unemployed, lacking employment. Establishing the Watchman program first. Any people building a nation or re-establishing themselves as one will greatly bless success for themselves within the nation. Number 1, providing the necessities of life. Any leader must provide what the people need, at least the basic necessities of life: food, clothes, shelter, emergency first aid. These basic building blocks of living are still what every family on the face of the earth needs. Between 70 to 90 of the world's population still lacks the common daily needs of life. Two of the most vital to sustain life are food and clean water. Fundamentally, any government which provides at least these two basic commodities helps its people sustain life. Now, this common understanding of food and water cannot be overstated. And since the whole world desperately needs it on a daily basis, the leadership of the country should make a daily business out of it, and not just providing for your own people, but the neighboring peoples as well. Number 2, leaders leading the way. The political leaders seeking political office should give their people an office as well, an entrepreneurial office. Every citizen of the country or head of household made eligible by basic standards set up by the government, an entrepreneurial czar should be given an opportunity to run and own a business. A business providing what the nation needs and the surrounding nations as well. Now, of course, there are many businesses that may work. However, the purpose here is to focus on those venture enterprises which will be certain to work. Again, the basic necessities of life, food, clothes, shelter, emergency first aid, will always be what the world needs. Taking Africa as an example, even within our 21st century's technological advances, the continent of Africa does not provide enough to sustain its people throughout the nations. Some nations have plenty to go around, but many others are lacking. Even the nations with plenty have not been successful adequately distributing their water and food sources to all their citizens. Basic bread and water, and let us emphasize clean water, is continually scarce throughout the many areas of Africa. The nation that provides food and water units, facilities containing bakery units, producing nutritious bread on a daily basis, and clean water purification systems will possess an unending source of wealth for the governments and its people. Number 3, if we build it, they will come. Give the people what they need. The entire international community needs homes, schools, work facilities, and medical first aid units. Moreover, all these should be portable units, able to move from place to place. flexible facilities to be placed where the people live, to move where the people move. If there's a disaster such as an earthquake, fire, flood, or civil unrest, and the people flee from their homes, the homes, schools, work offices, medical clinics, and food and water units should also move with the people. A new commandment of be ye mobile should be adopted by all nations, especially within the turbulent times the world lives in today. Therefore, any nation in the midst of political transition should adopt this change in thinking to provide these direct resources, the basic necessities of life, to its people. Again, not just to utilize themselves, but to give and share with other nations as well. For example, take the country of Gabon, a country in transition. This is a perfect time to transfer the blessed wealth of the nation to its people. To bless the people with new opportunities to operate their own enterprises is essential. Businesses that build portable homes, schools, work offices, medical clinics, and food and water units would benefit the government greatly. This government action would bless the nation, and the nation could bless all of Africa, Asia, the Middle East, and Latin America can also benefit from this new green industry. Number 4, a government joint venture with the people. Government loans and grants should be given to the general public to start up and set up this government-sponsored enterprise with its citizens. Citizens of the nation should enroll in schools free of charge to them, provided by the government, that teach basic business class. The foundation of these government-funded, yet privately operated business schools is to build, own, and operate basic portable facilities to serve and provide the needs of the nation. The government, working hand in hand with private businesses and private citizens, should be a new mandate to the people. This government action will enable those same successful enterprises to venture out of the country and duplicate their success within another nation. The example of Gabon can take these same businesses and fan out across the entire continent of Africa. That's right, all 52 nations. And why stop there? The Middle East, Asia, and yes, America is in desperate need of these same flexible facilities. The AGOA, African Growth and Opportunity Act, should take on a new meaning, having a global vision. Next, solving the problem of illegal immigration and any nation's citizens leaving their homeland for greener pastures. Understand, any nation which first establishes this Watchman program first is first, where the millions of jobs and billions monthly in new revenue will be. Number 5, new facilities industry. A mighty army of strong, secure jobs will be produced. Job duty titles will range from department head directors, managers, secretaries, and sales representatives. A whole host of workers from the construction industry will be highly sought after. Construction materials, parts, and supplies, like the airline and car industry, will be internationally manufactured. This new industry will work for any nation, such as Latin America or the turbulent Middle East. This new program can help relax the strained relationships that some governments have currently with the international community, such as Iran and North Korea, manufacturing and selling the new facilities industry to global organizations like the World Food Bank, the United Nations, and the World Health Organization can produce multiple millions of businesses and jobs and billions, even $1 trillion in new revenue internationally. Moreover, global events such as the Olympics, the World Cup, or any national financing needs can be achieved within the Watchman program. Number 6, corporation sponsorship. Any government finding it difficult to fund these new startup business partnerships with the citizens does not need to go it alone. A plethora of corporations can help finance these joint ventures by sponsorship programs. Corporations such as Walmart, with its increasingly international presence, McDonald's, Coca-Cola, and home improvement chains such as Home Depot, Lowe's, and many other international businesses can help sponsor private businesses approved by the government. This new nationwide plan, backed up by banks and other financial institutions to issue grants and loans direct to the people, will energize this new industry. Minimizing our global footprint, this new industry providing energy-efficient gridless facilities built into homes, work offices, medical clinics, and food and water units is the stimulus package that all nations need at this critical time of crisis the entire international community is facing today. If the government is willing to lead the people, it can make them leaders of their own destiny. The destiny of the nation in transition can be in capable hands, the hands of the people who elect them. Please note, World Emergency, as a corporation, is willing to sponsor and work with any government to fulfill the needs of its citizens and the nation. Any leaders in government should measure their success with the level of success the majority of their people achieve. Van Thompson. Number 7, a higher understanding. Verse 15, by me kings reign, and rulers make laws that are just. By me princes govern, and all nobles who rule on earth. I love those who love me, and those who seek me find me. With me are riches and honor, enduring wealth and prosperity. My fruit is better than fine gold. What I yield surpasses choice silver. I walk in the ways of righteousness, along the paths of justice, bestowing wealth on those who love me and making their treasuries full. Proverbs chapter 8, verse 15 to 21, New International Version.